For over a century, UIS Insurance and Investments has stood by families, businesses, and communities, offering trusted protection and guidance. From insurance coverage to investment planning, we're your one-stop shop for securing today and preparing for tomorrow. We're honored to continue that tradition as proud supporters of Heidelberg University. To the students, faculty, and alumni, thank you for letting us be a part of your community. UIS Insurance and Investments, protecting what matters most while helping you plan for the future.
Good afternoon and welcome to Earlham Stadium for today's non-conference Division III soccer action between the visiting Quakers of Earlham College and the Heidelberg University Student Princes. Jeff Garvin, happy to have you along here on a picturesque day here in Tiffin, Ohio. A busy, bustling day in the education community. Just down the street from us is the cross-country carnival. A lot of people here in town, which prompted this game to get moved from the grass field down in Hidden Valley up here to Earlham Stadium. We'll be back with the pregame show in just a few minutes. time, please direct your attention to the field as we celebrate today's seniors, the leaders, teammates, and competitors who have helped shape this program. Their dedication on the field, commitment to the team, and pride in wearing the Berg jersey have left a lasting impact on this program. Thank you, seniors. We are proud of you, and we'll always have your back. Please welcome, first, from Herndon, Virginia, Nick Mangone. Outside of soccer, Nick was a member of the Heidelberg Pickleball Club. Nick's plans after graduation are to move back to Virginia and to get into coaching. His favorite Heidelberg soccer memory was scoring his first collegiate goal against Earlham. And when asked what he'll miss the most, he said, "I'll miss the practices and hanging out with my teammates every day." Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Mangone. Next, please welcome Devin Smith, a native of Columbus, Ohio. Outside of soccer, Devin was a member of Heidelberg's conferences and event staff, as well as the Pickleball Club. Devin's plans after graduation is to pursue a master's through the Heidelberg MBA program. His favorite memory was beating Muskingum in the dying seconds in 2024. When asked what he'll miss the most, Devin said, "I'll miss having all of my friends live right across the hall from me." Ladies and gentlemen, Devin Smith. Please put your hands together for this year's seniors, Nick Mangone and Devin Smith. Welcome to Herndon Stadium for today's match between the Quakers of Earlham College and the Heidelberg University Student Princes. Programs for today's match are available for download at bergathletics.com. The NCAA, the Ohio Athletic Conference, and Heidelberg University expect high standards of honesty, integrity, and behavior in the conduct of intercollegiate athletic events. Inappropriate conduct on the part of coaches, athletes, or fans will not be tolerated. This includes the use of alcohol or controlled substances, verbal or physical abuse, or demeaning words or actions directed towards officials, coaches, players, or fans. This behavior constitutes unsportsmanlike conduct. Your cooperation and positively supporting efforts of our student athletes, coaches, and officials is both encouraged and appreciated. Today's starting lineups. First for the Quakers, led by head coach Aaron Gustin. Number 3, Cristobal Carranza. Number 5, Austin Yonarice. Number 7, Oren Genter. Number 10, Andre Moriel. Number 15, Sirbob Tipiana Pamapap. Number 17, Levi Smith. Number 19, Mason Paul. Number 23, Roy Pelusa. Number 25, Sawyer Sheets. Number 26, Luke Haymaker. And goal, number 0, Isaiah Mayers. And now the starting lineup for your student princes. Number 2, Andre Williams Jr. Number 4, Liam Haswell. Number 5, Nick Mangone. Number 8, Ethan Schweitzer. Number 10, Zachary Clark. Number 10, Nate Egan. Number 20, Evan Johnston. Number 22, Caden Reed. Number 27, Travis Everett. Number 37, Connor Cheesem. And goal for the Berg, number 1, Colin Beeler. Heidelberg is coached by Michael Wright, assisted by Sean Tinney and Davey Briggs. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Getting set for kickoff here from Tiffin, Ohio. Happy to have you along here on Flow Sports. Starting lineup first for the Quakers. In goal will be Isaiah Mayers, making his first start of the year. The freshman. Also starting number 3, Cristobal Carranza. Number 5, Austin Yonarice. Number 7, Oren Gentner. Number 10, Andre Moriel. Number 15, Sirbob Tipiana Panapop. Number 17, Levi Smith. Number 19, Mason Paul. Number 23, Roy Falusa. Number 25, Sawyer Sheets. And number 26, Luke Haymaker. Starting in goal for the Berg, making his first start of the year, is number 1, Colin Beeler, also a freshman. Number 4, Liam Haswell. Number 5, Nick Mangone. Number 8, Ethan Schweitzer. Number 10, Zachary Clark. Number 10, Nate Egan. Number 20, Evan Johnston. Number 22, Caden Reed. Number 27, Travis Everett. And number 37, Connor Cheesem. Heidelberg wearing their home white uniforms with the orange numerals and the orange decorative front. Earlham wearing their road black uniforms with the white numerals and the white decorative front. Earlham going left to right, Heidelberg going right to left here along the banks of Rock Creek on the campus of Heidelberg University. We are just about set. Heidelberg will kick off here on Senior Celebration Day. Honored Nick Mangone and Devin Smith. Heidelberg plays it long, and we'll look to trap in the Quakers. Heidelberg with it down in the corner. It's Egan. Egan tried to split a pair of defenders, deflected, and it'll be a corner kick for the Student Princes. Heidelberg entering 0-3 on the season. In the first year of the tenure of Michael Wright, assisted by Sean Tinney and Davey Briggs. Earlham 1-1, led by Aaron Gustin. Looks to be Caden Reed to trigger the corner kick here. Some jockeying around the box. Headed down and into the goal. It's an early lead for the Student Princes. Some miscommunication there on the Earlham end. So Heidelberg will go up 1-0. Reed's corner kick went to that back post. It knocked around. There was a header on it. And then I'm not even sure right now who found the back of the net. But we are back underway. Earlham's barely possessed the ball, and they find themselves down a goal here early in this contest. Yoneris loses a 50-50 ball. Carranza lets the ball go out of bounds. Nick Mangone getting credit for it so far. But we will confirm that. It'll be Evan Johnston with the goal, his first of the season. First of his career for the freshman out of Concord Township, Ohio. Heidelberg's first lead of the season comes off that corner kick. Long ball played ahead, but Mangone is there to thwart it, but we do get a whistle. One-touch pass to the outside. Here's Carranza. High flick, but out of bounds. And nary a ball boy to be seen. There we go. It's early in the year for everybody. Game number 4 of the season for the Student Princes. They fell 2-1 at Wittenberg in the opener, then turned around to their home opener and lost 3-0 to Transylvania. A late goal, that one. Made it a 3-0 lead for the Pioneers. This week, Hiram upended Heidelberg 4-1. A late goal for Heidelberg coming off the head on a nifty restart opportunity. Connor Cheesem. So it's a 1-0 lead here for the Student Princes, playing on the far side of the field. Williams plays it back to the back line. Near side, here's Cheatham. Cheatham lays it off. Heidelberg wins it back. Played all the way back to Beeler. Beeler right foots into it. One down by the Quakers. Yoneris with it. Crossed in, but deflected away off the hip of Travis Everett. It'll stay in bounds with some spin. Here's Carranza into the area. Heidelberg clears it. Well played by Mason Paul for Earlham to body off the Heidelberg player. Carranza. We get a no call that will play on here. Moriel lays it off far side. Played into the penalty area and knocked away. Earlham with some momentum here, trailing by a goal. A little more than 5 minutes into this contest. Nice punt from Beeler. Deep into the Earlham end. They can't keep the ball in bounds. Egan will lay it off for Cheatham to throw in here. Connor Cheatham, a freshman from Centerville, Maryland. Buys a little bit of time for the Student Princes to load up in the penalty area. Good long throw, sails in, knocked away. Haswell with it, tries to cross it in, but it's out of bounds. And a goal kick for the Quakers. Cheatham into the middle with space. And gets it back. Dances forward, lays it off for Egan. Egan, right foot all the way through and a little too long as Williams gives chase. Chested down nicely by the linesman. We got a doubleheader of soccer here on campus today. The women's team will be facing off against the College of Worcester at 5 o'clock over on the grass field. Onside here, deflected away, and we'll get a corner kick for Heidelberg. Both of these games originally slated for the grass field until we were reminded that the cross-country carnival, one of the biggest cross-country meets in the nation, held just down the bike path over there at Hedges Boyer Park. Kind of dictates traffic here in the city. A lot of school buses. The corner kick comes in, bends in. A good header on a nice diving save by the goalie Mayers. On a good, strong opportunity from Schweitzer up in the air. The freshman out of Fort Thomas, Kentucky. Mayers distributes. Earlham will look to occupy possession as they come out of their back end, but they lose it quickly. And Heidelberg will play it all the way back to Colin Beeler. who lays it forward. The second chance ball there won by Heidelberg. They'll play up the right side. It's Johnston, the goal scorer, back for Williams, and now Mangone. Ahead to Williams and Egan. Here's Johnston. Johnston looking to change fields. Does so. Haswell with time. Gets it back from Cheatham. Far side, Heidelberg looking to maintain possession here. It's Mangone. Mangone ahead with the right foot. Looking for Egan. Egan does get a flick on it with his head. Knocked the defender down. But Heidelberg wins it back. A throw in now for the Quakers. Haymaker chases the ball down. Didn't take the one that was offered to him by the ball boy. Haymaker gets it back. Now plays it ahead with space and momentum. Falusa with it down the sideline. A touch too strong. Rolls out of bounds. Cheatham on the near side. Plays it off with time for Everett. Everett, nice distribution into the middle for Johnston. Johnston back to Schweitzer. Schweitzer far side for Mangone. Mangone missed last year, back in the lineup this year. Possession now to the Quakers. Gentner looking to distribute. Finds Haymaker. One-touch pass does not work for Levi Smith. Heidelberg will clear it up the field and out of bounds. Beautiful day here in Tiffin, Ohio. Game time temperature 66 degrees under mostly sunny skies. A little bit breezy, but I don't think you could ask for a better September afternoon for soccer in the Buckeye State. Tippy Yapapanapov plays it far side. Sheets with it now. Up ahead. Team's looking to win possession as the ball bounces on the turf here. We get a whistle. Schweitzer whistled for the infraction. We'll get a stop on the clock. I don't think the center official appreciated the wasting of time by Nate Egan there. Nate Egan shakes his hand to say sorry. Ball played into the penalty area. Loose ball here. Trouble, but Heidelberg will clear it away. Looking to run it onto it is Johnston. He won't be able to catch up to it. Yonaris throws it in, gets it back. Playing a little 1-2 along the line with Mason Paul. Schweitzer clears it out of bounds. Mason Paul, the sophomore out of Baltimore, Maryland, Get a long wind up here. Let's move the ball about 25 yards down the field. All in good fun, right? Another clear here. Carranza with it. They try to play the ball ahead for Falusa. Couldn't hang on to it. Falusa now working on Andre Williams, far side. Gets the ball back. Open space here for Falusa. Deflected away by Caden Reed, not out of bounds. Good step there by Reed, one of the captains. Junior out of Millbury, Ohio. Long throw in here again. Comes into the penalty area. Flicked around. Out of bounds. And we're going to get a corner kick. I'm not sure Beeler agreed. Try to sell it anyway. Haymaker will trigger the corner kick. Measuring his steps now. Heidelberg scored on a corner kick 1 minute into this contest. In swinging ball, knocked around. Far side, it's still loose. Earlham with it. Chipped back in. Loose again. Sheets is fending off the Heidelberg defender, but we do get a whistle. Heidelberg trapped into the corner. We're going to get a whistle. Flagged down by the assistant referee on the far side. So essentially a corner kick. Caden Reed will again inbound the ball. Likely with a right foot here. We'll get a whistle as there's a little bit of jockeying and jostling in the penalty area. We're ready to go now. In swinger, kick back out to Reed, and Reed a little too overzealous. Lands that one in nearby Attica. Mayers, a freshman from Prattville, Alabama. Quite a wide geographic range for these Quakers. Many states and many countries represented in their roster. I believe injuries forced them to miss a game earlier this week. More direction from the referee. Earlham opened up the season with a 2-0 loss at home to Beloit College. Then turned around and beat Muskingum 1-0. Also at home. We get a goal kick here. Their last fixture with Kuiper College was canceled this week. Kuiper College Not exactly sure what's going on now. Michael Wright getting some information from the referee. Kuiper College out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Cheesem didn't necessarily like the shove near the sideline from Mason Paul. But Paul will hand the ball off to Yonaris. Egan had the ball, but overran it, and then in the process to try and get it back, gets whistled. I'm not sure how we had a lacrosse ball on the field. That gets thrown out of bounds. I don't know how that stayed there the entire warm-up period. It's 1-0, a goal in the first minute by Evan Johnston. Off a corner kick. Earlham with possession. Again, Mason Paul will get the run up from lane number 8 here at H's track at Heidelberg Stadium. Long throw, knocked around, bounces over the head of a Quaker and is lofted 60 yards down the field. Mayers is there. He'll play it near side for Yonaris. Heidelberg looking to counter here, but they will slow things up as we approach the halfway point of half number 1. So happy to have you along here on Flow Sports. Schweitzer tried to win it down, but loses it to Gentner. Yonaris ahead. Falusa tried to play it quickly. Had the pass intercepted. Earlham will regroup. They'll try the left side of the field. This is Haymaker. Levi Smith with it now, trying to turn the corner. Nick Mangone is there. And we're going to get a corner kick. Mangone not happy with that call. However, a dangerous situation here for the Quakers, looking to find an equalizer. We'll get an in-swinging ball here at some point. Here we go. It's loose. Comes out all the way across the field. Falusa is there. He gives it off to Yonaris. Yonaris, nice ball into the middle, but it's knocked away by Williams. Charging ahead was Haymaker. Carranza knocked away. It'll be a throw-in. And I'm sure it'll be Mason Paul, the sophomore from Boys Latin High School in the Commonwealth of Maryland. Going from lane 6 this time. Throws it in, headed away by Mangone, and cleared away momentarily, chipped back in. They're clear by Cheesem. Johnson tries to get it onto the carpet. Can't do so. Ball still loose. Neither team another team successful here. So we get a whistle. A 50-50 ball. I think both of those players felt like they had a chance to draw that whistle as we prepare for our first substitutes of the game. Played ahead. Nate Egan forces a corner kick. We will get our subs now for the Student Princes. Cheesem will check out. Looks like maybe Clark. Hamza Rahal, I believe, is checked in. And it looks like Hassan Faraj. Another opportunity, headed just high. Quickly cleared away. Egan lays it off. Faraj can't quite get there. Mayer's sliding over to corral it. Rolls it out. And up the sideline was Haymaker. They'll come back. They'll change fields. Here's Yonaris working with Levi Smith. Smith up the middle, back to Yonaris out of Athens, Ohio. Tries to lay it off a little too strong. We will get a trio checking in for the Quakers at their next opportunity. And we'll get a chance for those subs. Right here as Mangone clears the ball. Into the bleachers. Heads up, sports fans. Carranza will check out. It looks like Levi Smith is checking out. And Roy Falusa coming out. Entering the ball game. Looks like 31, Jose Serrata. We'll get to those other numbers here in a minute. One of those numbers is Oscar Gomez. He had the ball right there. And number 11, Markku Laukkanen. Laukkanen tried to play the ball into space. Knocked away. Heidelberg looking to get out of their own end here. We get a whistle going Earlham's way. A tenuous spot here. But Beeler makes the grab. Heidelberg looking to counter. Rahal played it off to Everett. Everett far side. Schweitzer now Mangone. Haswell. Ahead for Faraj. Faraj laid it off for Rahal. Knocked out of bounds. There's some contact there. Rahal triggers to Faraj. Knocked out of bounds again. How to move about 10 yards. Rahal, a sophomore out of Toledo. Everett, the freshman from Arlington, Texas, loses it. Ahead for Gomez. Gomez tried to get it through about 3 student princes and was unable to do so. We'll get a second crack at it here, but plays the ball back. Yonaris ahead. Gomez kept the ball in and drew a whistle. Moriel tried to quickly restart the ball, but was about 7 yards ahead of where he needed to be. Tippy Yapapanapop plays it far side. One by Mangone. We get a whistle here. Mangone's last time at a game on this field was the Muskingum game last year when he was a fan and got knocked down celebrating a last about 35-second goal by Enio Fathenios to beat Muskingum. In the celebration, he ended up on his backside and has laughed about it. Restart here, headed far side, just wide off the head of Haswell. Egan a half step from knocking that in. Another dangerous opportunity for the Student Princes, who look to add to their lead. Andre Williams takes a seat, as does Egan. Checking in will be Brendan Turner and the aforementioned Fothenios. That's Fothenius here chasing down this ball on the near side. Good speed from the Spaniard. But it's one down by the Quakers. A throw in. Tippy up upon a pop. Hannibal. Excuse me, that was Paul ahead. Mangone just clears it and lets Heidelberg regroup, regain their structure. Good pace of this one. It's Earlham down the right side, left sideline, looking to cross it. Knocked out of bounds. Not quite where Caden Reed wanted to put that one. It'll award a corner kick to the Quakers. Heidelberg scored early, but it has been largely Quakers since then. They play the short corner, coming into the middle, knocked away. Earlham will get there first. Far side to no one. So it's Heidelberg ahead, Thenios with time. A step too late on the pass. Knocked away backwards. Now Fathenios plays it off to Johnston, the goal scorer. Back to Fathenios. Johnston with it. Knocked out of bounds. It'll go Earlham's way. Here's Serrata, who lays it off for Gentner. Far side for Paul. Back to Orrin Gentner. The Californian lays it off to Yonaris. Right foot entry, headed away. Paul is there for Earlham. And Mangone simply clears the ball down, 60 yards down the field. Yonaris on it again. Still with Yonaris. Plays it off. And we're going to get a whistle going Heidelberg's way. Oscar Gomez out of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Whistled for the infraction. Again, this Quaker team from all over the world, settling in on Richmond, Indiana, to continue their collegiate soccer career. Representation from Alabama, Ohio, Illinois, Kentucky, California, Tennessee, Washington, Texas, Connecticut, Indiana, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and then internationally you're looking at Venezuela, Ghana, Dominican Republic, Thailand, Uganda. So quite a mix. Heidelberg with their fair share of geographic representation as well. Ohio, Georgia, Kentucky, Virginia, Michigan, Missouri, Delaware, Texas, Indiana. Internationally represented by Spain. Fathinos down the left side, try to cut back. Has it knocked away by Tipiapapatapop. Lays it off for Serrata. Now Paul with it. Ahead into space down the left sideline. Mangone giving chase. And it is a goal kick. Yet another sub for the Student Princes as we are under 9 minutes left to play here in the first half. Logan Hannibal out of Hudson, Ohio, comes in, and Evan Johnston will mosey off the field. Not in a hurry to get there. Earlham with it. Into space just a step behind Moriel. Chipped on. Back for Moriel. Cuts back. Nicely won by Heidelberg. Ahead for Hannibal. Hannibal plays into space. But Farage can't get there. It's a rebuilding process for the Student Princes. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores getting heavy minutes. The sign of a rebuilding process. This one swung in, punched away by Beeler. Loose ball. Earlham with it, still loose. Moriel had a good shot at it, but was deflected away. Couldn't get much on it. And Heidelberg will let Caden Reed clear it, and it'll two-hop the wrought iron fence along the far side of this Herneman Stadium complex. Just off in the distance, the soon-to-open field house will officially cut the ribbon early next month. Throwing near side. He laid it off for him. Ball still loose in the penalty area. Heidelberg with it, though, and they will play it out of their own end. We got a throw-in for Heidelberg. Or will there actually be a free kick? As Farage was knocked down. 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Ball comes near side for Rahal. Knifing through the defense. Deflected out of bounds. A throw in for the Berg, but not before Ethan Schweitzer will grab a break on the bench. Braden Curtis. We'll get another throw in. Farage, far side. The right idea. He tried to find Brendan Turner, but a nice job by Haymaker, a sophomore out of Miami East High School, to slow down his numeric counterpart, Brendan Turner, sophomore out of Dayton, Ohio. Earlham walking out of their own end. This is Mason Paul. Body's flying on the far sideline. We finally get a whistle. Mangone will put the ball back in play as the head referee goes and has a conversation with Aaron Gustin in his 7th year, patrolling the sideline there in Richmond. Ball played a little shorter than I think most people anticipated. Earlham looking to counterattack here. That might be a card here, and it will be. Stop the clock. Moriel was brought down. Had some space. The card will go to Liam Haswell, the freshman defender out of Florence, Kentucky, Cooper High School. Heidelberg subbing in here. It's Cole Rowland coming in for Mangone. Chipped ahead. Beeler doesn't need to leap. It's almost like he was trying to kick the ball right at him. But Beeler out of Oak Harbor High School punts it away near side. It will roll out of bounds. Yoneris back in quickly. Tippy Yapapana pop. The tie. Yoneris laid it off and was a step behind Serrata. Heidelberg cleans it up, kicks it out of bounds, and regroups with 2.5 left to play here in the opening half of play. Throw in by Mason Paul. Flicked on into space. Cleaned up temporarily. Opportunity here, far side. Sawyer Sheets had an opportunity to try to bend it into the back post with his right foot, but was well wide past a diving Beeler. Seen that a few times where the Quakers have had some opportunities with the ball bouncing around the penalty area, especially thanks to those long throws from Paul. unable to find that last shot on goal. Caden Reed knocks the ball away over his own bench. Minute and a half left. We get a whistle, shove in the back. Good spot if you're a fan of the Quakers here. As we will likely come under 1 minute here.
1 minute remaining in first half.
Played into the penalty area, flicked up with the back heel, headed away. Cleared out momentarily. Now Heidelberg could have had a chance for a counter. Did not. We get another whistle. Stop the clock. Another yellow card. This one might be for time wasting. That one's on Braden Curtis. So second caution issued to the Student Princes with 35.3 left on the official game clock. A three-man wall. Big spot here for the Quakers. Would love to get a goal right before halftime. Swing some more momentum their way. Played in, far side and out of bounds off the right foot of Mason Paul. Under 20 seconds left to go here for the Student Princes. And they will likely just dribble away the remainder of the half in their own end.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Good half for the Student Princes.
2, 1.
They scored early and then held on for the rest of the half. And they will take a 1-0 lead here into intermission at Heidelberg Stadium. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back after this.
For over a century, UIS Insurance and Investments has stood by families, businesses, and communities, offering trusted protection and guidance. From insurance coverage to investment planning, we're your one-stop shop for securing today and preparing for tomorrow. We're honored to continue that tradition as proud supporters of Heidelberg University. To the students, faculty, and alumni, thank you for letting us be a part of your community. UIS Insurance and Investments, protecting what matters most while helping you plan for the future.
Halftime here at Heidelberg Stadium. Heidelberg winning 1-0. A goal with 1 minute gone by in the first half. Evan Johnston heading in the ball off a corner kick from Caden Reed. Shots are even 3 apiece. Corner kicks, slight edge to Heidelberg, 4-3. Fouls, Heidelberg 6. Wilmington, excuse me, not Wilmington Quakers, the Earlham Quakers 5. And then 2 yellow cards issued to Heidelberg in the first half. One to Liam Haswell and one to Braden Curtis. We'll step away here at halftime from Heidelberg Stadium.
For over a century, UIS Insurance and Investments has stood by families, businesses, and communities, offering trusted protection and guidance. From insurance coverage to investment planning, we're your one-stop shop for securing today and preparing for tomorrow. We're honored to continue that tradition as proud supporters of Heidelberg University. To the students, faculty, and alumni, thank you for letting us be a part of your community. UIS Insurance and Investments, protecting what matters most while helping you plan for the future.
Getting set for action in half number 2. Few changes here for both squads. Starters back on the field except Heidelberg. Hassan Faraj will stay on. Nick Mangone will stay off. And then for Earlham, Cristobal Carranza and Levi Smith are off from the starters to be replaced by Markku Laukkanen and David Olsen. Heidelberg in the home white uniforms with the orange numerals. Earlham in the black uniforms with the white numerals. Played into space, but too strong. Not sure what the whistle is here for, but we will restart it. Andre Williams out of Loganville, Georgia, ahead. Playing it into space for Faraj. He gets there. Deflected. They're not going to, maybe it kicked off of him and then off the defender and then back into his foot. But the linesman right there. Earlham wasting no time for the Heidelberg descent. A late challenge by Zach Clark. Knocked Oren Gentner onto the turf. Markku Laukkanen, slow to get up. Gets a hug from Mason Paul. Jose Serrata looks to be coming in. These Quakers were banged up last week. Missed a game against Kuiper. It looked like Laukkanen who didn't start the game, but started the second, came into the first half, then started the second half, just couldn't go. And you wonder what's going on over there. Hope he's all right. We're going to get a whistle after the advantage was taken away. We get a whistle again. Stop the clock here. Tough start to the second half of the Quakers. Heidelberg volleyball, a winner last night over host Case Western Reserve University. Then they turned around today as part of that quad match and swept Westminster. They're now tied one set apiece to the University of Olivet. 42 and change left to play here in half number 2. Jeff Garvin, happy to have you along here on Flow Sports. Caden Reed didn't get much loft into that one. Now everybody overruns it on the ball with spin. Played back into the corner. Williams is there. Trouble with it. The clear attempt deflects. Unlucky for the Student Princes. Earlham with an opportunity here. Haymaker. His entry pass was knocked away. Faraj shouldered it ahead. Haymaker, another opportunity. We'll get a handball whistled here. Ahead into the corner. Working 1v3 here. Lays it off nicely for Serrata, but read by Heidelberg. Egan chasing it down, keeps it in, but right to Earlham. Serrata with it. Lays it far side. Cross is denied. Serrata chipped ahead, but too strong. Intended for Sirapab Tipiapapanapop. Just a gorgeous day here in Tiffin, Ohio. Nice light breeze blowing into the press box. Heidelberg draws a whistle. Nate Egan shoved in the back. Egan, a freshman out of Florissant, Missouri. Liam Haswell, long ball into dangerous territory. But Mayers, the goalkeeper, grabs it and distributes to the near side to Haymaker. Back to Sheets. Sheets across the formation to Tipiapapanapop. Goal scorer Evan Johnson gets taken down out of Riverside High School, product of Concord Township. This will be Zach Clark, the Pickerington North product, to trigger. In with the right foot, some air underneath it. Earlham up with the header. Ahead. Reed bounces it back. Clark gets it onto the turf and plays it back to Reed. Reed quickly opens his hip. A little dipsy doodle to buy some space. Right idea by Egan. Tried to lay it off, but it deflected, rolled on his foot a little bit. Now Earlham with the counter. Ball loose. And it'll be a corner kick. Beeler came out there. He was charging out. Two defenders were charging toward him, as well as the Quaker forward, Roy Falusa. Fourth corner kick of the game for the visitors. Short ball. Saved off the line. Nice job by the goalkeeper, Beeler. We'll get another corner kick. That one a point-blank shot by a Quaker. The ball that came near side. We'll do it again. This ball coming far side over everybody's head. And Caden Reed sprints his way ahead and wins a throw-in. Clark will turn it around for Reed. Now ahead for Johnson. Johnson tried another one-touch pass. Did not go Heidelberg's way. And Earlham looks to respond. Chipped away and out of bounds by Reed. So Heidelberg has tried to be quick on 2 straight possessions. And it's come up empty both times. They're throwing for Earlham. We'll let their throw-in expert, Mason Paul, serve as quarterback. In the penalty area, headed out of bounds, and a goal kick for the Student Princes. Serrata tried to find Falusa, couldn't. Knocked out of bounds, but a corner kick for Earlham. It'll be haymaker to trigger. He'll play it short for Moriel. Moriel, right foot's in, headed away. Egan back up in the air. Flicked ahead. Falusa. So go out of bounds off of him. Caden Reed looks to be in some pain. Looks like a free kick instead of a goal kick. We got a handball. I don't think that Mason Paul appreciated that call. However, he's not going to win the argument. Pleading his case, literally, hands together. Though a true pacifist, as the Quakers are, accepts his fate. Heidelberg with space now. It's Clark. One-timer. Nice diving save on the shot to the far post off the right foot of Clark. Heidelberg looking to make the most of their opportunities. Earlham has controlled possession, but we got a timeout here we're going to get another card. This one's going to Zach Clark. Bit of a late challenge there. Daps up haymaker. Third yellow card issued to the Student Princes. None for Earlham. Knocked ahead. Earlham throw in. Opportunity here for Earlham. Kick save and a beauty by Colin Beeler. And we got another whistle here for an injured player. But Moriel had a great opportunity there to find an equalizer. Colin Beeler equal to the task. Kicking it away. We'll step aside and take a quick break.
For over a century, UIS Insurance and Investments has stood by families, businesses, and communities, offering trusted protection and guidance. From insurance coverage to investment planning, we're your one-stop shop for securing today and preparing for tomorrow. We're honored to continue that tradition as proud supporters of Heidelberg University. To the students, faculty, and alumni, thank you for letting us be a part of your community. UIS Insurance and Investments, protecting what matters most while helping you plan for the future.
Injured Heidelberg player was Ethan Schweitzer. He'll step out. Enio Fathinos checking in for him. Also, Hassan Faraj will have a seat. Brendan Turner checks in for him as we are back in action. Falusa cutting into the middle. Laid it off for Paul. Paul, far side. Here's a shot from distance. It sails high off the right foot of Sirpub Tipiapapanapap. Heidelberg with speed ahead. Turner trying to win it down. That's a throw in for the Quakers. Connor Cheesem did sit down, giving way to Hamza Rahal. All that took the third set from Heidelberg Volleyball, playing there in Case Western. They now lead 2-1. Really, fall sports just getting underway this season. Heidelberg football home opener was Thursday night against Hiram College. A rousing 65-27 win for the Student Princes right here at Herneman Stadium. They return to action next weekend at Ohio Northern in the Bendo Bowl. Women's golf playing this weekend at Mount Union. Cross country ran last night across town at Tiffin University. Just a busy time of year back on these college campuses. Always a fun time to be part of the university. A cross by Haymaker deflected out of bounds. Another corner kick. Number 6. Near side. Nearly an Olympico. That one, I think, surprised a lot of Student Princes, including Beeler, as it was nearly knocked in by Falusa, who has 1 goal on the season from Rockville, Indiana. Second one goes long. We've seen that a couple times where the first corner kick comes in near side and knocked away. The second one goes long. We've got another injured player on the far side. Looks like he'll be all right. Technically, I think that's technically an offsides call. Heidelberg gives away possession in the midfield again. Earlham with it, playing it right back through the teeth of that Heidelberg defense. Falusa with space, right foot deflected. Corner kick. Upcoming, another Quaker on the ground. Jose Serrata coming out of Portuguesa, Venezuela. And Jude Fossum out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in. Far side, ball up in the air and over the goal. Caden Reed will look to dribble out of his own end. Zach Clark passes it back to Earlham. Moriel with it. Plays it back for Haymaker. Haymaker going all the way back to Sheets. They'll slowly change the point of attack. Olsen with it. Up to Fossum, who just came on. His first touch. Not a great one. Moriel chips it across. Header on frame. But Beeler is there. Couldn't get a lot on it. Earlham last year 4-11-2. They were 3-5-1 in the Heartland. Andre Williams checks out. Connor Cheesem checks back in. Long throw incoming from Mason Paul. It's a good weapon. It's given Earlham several chances. Sheets, the freshman, lays it across. Chested down. Here with space is Tipiapapatapop. But he's shouldered off the ball. But a giveaway. Moriel saved. Rebound. He's offside. Moriel with a great shot. Saved by Beeler. Falusa was there for the rebound, but he was in an offside position off of the shot from before. So Colin Beeler strong in this second half. Travis Everett, a nice step to win the ball back for Heidelberg momentarily. Sub coming on for Heidelberg. That will roll all the way back to Beeler, who will take his sweet time before picking it up. Ball played into space, looks to be onside, but he didn't. He was offside actually. That was blocked by the windows here in the press box. Didn't get much on the shot anyway. We'll get a stop clock here as Yet another injured Quaker. Austin Yonaris checking in. Sawyer Sheets will hobble out. Haymaker ahead. Here's Moriel. Cleared away. Heidelberg looking to counter. Egan will keep it in play along the far sideline, right near midfield. Lays it off into space. Cheesem is there. He'll play it ahead. Back across the field. The wind is blowing right to left, and I think it feels like it's holding up some of the long passes for the Student Princes. Playing the ball ahead through the air has been difficult. It just kind of hangs up and twists in the wind. Falusa does a nice job to win the ball back for the Quakers. Moriel plays it near side for Haymaker. Haymaker ahead for Paul. Paul quickly entry into the penalty area, but knocked away. First touch, not a great one. And the Quakers with it again. Playing firmly in the Heidelberg end of the field. Falusa working 1-on-2, does manage to cross the ball. But Beeler corrals the loose ball, oversells it a bit. Thought about throwing it. Instead, he'll lay it off for Reed. Reed directing traffic. Gives it to Cheesem. Cheesem's overruns it. Gets a bit of a shove from Moriel, no call. Here's Smith. Smith in. Beeler claims it. Whistle goes Earlham's way. A quick restart. Out to the far side. This is Yonaris. Up the sideline, nifty passing. Slid out of bounds. Throw in. The midfielder Mason Paul will trigger. Ball loose. A shot attempt by Fossum. The ball had already been cleared, and instead he kicks Zach Clark directly in the shins. Another throw in here for Paul. He'll play this one back. Tipia Papanapop with it. Earlham is entering desperation mode here quickly. Heidelberg doesn't need to do anything too quickly. We get a whistle, and that'll go Earlham's way. Quakers have 10 players on the Heidelberg side of the field. And Mayers, the goalie, is a good 40 yards off his line. Heidelberg would love to get a counterattack here, but first needs to defend this entry pass. It's in the air, but Moriel can't get there before the ball goes out of bounds. 15:40 left to play. Heidelberg has tried one-touch passing 5 or 6 times in the second half, and each time they've weak-footed it and have given the ball right back to Earlham. That ball out of bounds there, a little too strong. I understand being cute, I understand being quick, but there also comes a point where we have to connect some passes together if you want to maintain possession for a little bit. Fothenios checks out. Egan checks back in. Beeler with the goal kick here. That's a good 45 seconds of time run off the clock. But again, that ball just hangs up in the wind. Cross from Levi Smith. Couldn't quite curl it in enough. Johnston. Falusa is offside. Heidelberg content to defend here. We'll get a whistle back where the advantage was briefly given. Restarted. This is Paul working toward the end line, chipped across, but through everybody. Running onto it is Haymaker. Fossum. Right foot, far post, too wide. Stops the clock. Stop the clock. Caden Reed. Schweitzer back out there. Good to see that. Cheesem ahead. Ball dies in the wind. Egan looked to see if he had anybody around him before playing it ahead for Raj. No whistle. Heidelberg takes a ball in from Cheesem. Back up in the air. And with no one around, Mayers. Heidelberg looked like they're desperate for a goal there, but really they just need to take the ball into the corner and take off about a minute time. Regardless, here's Earlham back with steam. Heidelberg, though, with a lot of guys back, clogging up the passing lanes. Good run here from Smith, in knocked away. Out of bounds before it could be cleared ahead. Give the ball to Paul. Quick in. Ball knocked away. Goal kick for the Student Princes. Caden Reed will slowly walk the ball up and let Beeler play it 6 feet. To Schweitzer. Schweitzer ahead. Near side, Cheatham back to Schweitzer. Up for Egan. The one-touch pass hasn't worked. So a little flick has left the Student Princes begging. And a bit too strong. We'll get a whistle. Mason Paul tripped up Evan Johnston. Caden Reed imploring his fellow Student Princes to get ahead. Right into the teeth of the wind. Haymaker plays it ahead for Falusa. Reed knocks it out of bounds. Ball with the throw in. Flick back post. Dangerous ball. He was offside. 8:26 left to play. Heidelberg clinging to a 1-goal lead that they've held for all but 1 minute of this game. Egan with it, far side cross. It does keep in bounds, and it's cleared away. Heidelberg, their most possession that they've had essentially all of the second half. This is Clark. Clark will dribble the ball into the corner, kick it out of bounds, and it'll be a corner kick. The corner kick will be taken by Hamza Rahal. Ball played near post, deflected up in the air. Rahal heads it down. Here's Egan. Egan across the mouth, or down the touchline. Mayers quickly gets rid of it. Here's Oscar Gomez, knocked out of bounds off of Gomez. It's a throw for the Student Princes. Stop clock. The referee's explaining something to someone. Clark ahead. Let Heidelberg run onto it. Tippy up upon a pop into the corner off of Heidelberg. Under 6 to play. Nice step by Heidelberg on that far sideline. Win the ball down. Stop the clock as we're going to get another stoppage here, and I believe another yellow card. Perhaps. No idea what's going on the far sideline. I don't think Heidelberg head coach Michael Wright is pleased. So it's a yellow card issued to Heidelberg, to Hamza Rahal. Devin Olson on it. 5:25 remaining. As we get back underway, Earlham has been begging for a goal into the entire second half. But Colin Beeler has been sharp and equal to the task. Paul playing it back, and Earlham looking for their opportunity, not trying to press the issue too much. But that one off the foot and out for a goal kick. Earlham will sub in Austin Lamaster, a freshman from Indianapolis. And they'll check out Devin Olson, a sophomore from Darien, Illinois. Caden Reed ahead. Knocked down. Just out of the reach of Fathinos. This is the recently checked in Lamaster. Paul with it. Looking for someone to throw to. Can't be offsides on a throw-in. That's Smith. Smith loses it. Heidelberg with it. And plays it ahead. Under 4 to play. Ball knocked out of bounds. Paul throws it into space. Fathinos in on it. Lays it off. Far side for Cheesem. Cheesem managed to get the ball to Egan. Egan back to Fathinos. And it's another minute or so that Heidelberg may have been able to take off the clock if they just sent the ball into a corner. Fathinos with some nifty footwork to keep the ball. Egan ahead for Fathinos. Had him wide open if he could have chipped it a little bit higher. But instead of the turnover and an opportunity for Earlham with under 3 to play. Gentner, far side. It's Paul. Paul. Dangerous opportunity here for Earlham. It's Smith. Smith. That's a goal kick. Off the foot of Roy Falusha. .230 left to play. It is 1-0. Heidelberg on top. A goal by Evan Johnston, the freshman, the first of his career in the first minute of the game. Reed's goal kick comes to midfield. Earlham with it. Tippy up upon the pop. Ahead too far. Beeler overruns it, but Falusa can't get there. That ball bounced over Falusa's head. Stop the clock. As we get another sub, Andre Williams checks back in. That was dangerous there. Beeler got caught in no man's land in between bounces. It bounced over his head, but fortunately for Heidelberg, it had a little too much gas on it. But here's another opportunity for Earlham. Moriel plays it off. This is Haymaker. Haymaker, a wobbly ball by Lamaster back to Haymaker. Haymaker has the ball taken away by Cheesem. Cheesem kicks it up and out of bounds. Thought there might have been a deflection there. There was not. Under 90 seconds to play. Earlham, Yonaris. Ahead, here's Moriel. Moriel right foot cross behind everybody and out of bounds. The Quakers made their run a little too quick.
1 minute remaining.
We got 1 minute left to play. Heidelberg looking to find the first win of the season and the first win in the Michael Wright era. Caden Reed sends the ball out of bounds. 30 seconds left to play. Heidelberg gets it back. Now back to Earlham. A weird deflection there. This is Moriel. Moriel plays it across. Yonaris in. Clark knocks it away. Heidelberg trying to win it. Egan does. Temporarily, Yonaris with it. We got 10 seconds left to play. We get a whistle back here. Earlham needs to hurry. Stops clock. Five seconds remains on the clock. Earlham with all 10 men except for Mason Paul, who's triggering here. Ball sails out of bounds. And Heidelberg will win the ball game. Michael Wright, his first victory as a head coach. We'll be back to wrap up the game after this here on Flow Sports.
For over a century, UIS Insurance and Investments has stood by families, businesses, and communities, offering trusted protection and guidance. From insurance coverage to investment planning, we're your one-stop shop for securing today and preparing for tomorrow. We're honored to continue that tradition as proud supporters of Heidelberg University. To the students, faculty, and alumni, thank you for letting us be a part of your community. UIS Insurance and Investments, protecting what matters most while helping you plan for the future.
It's a 1-0 winner for the Student Princes here, their first win of the season, first win in head coach Michael Wright's career. Not much of a scoring recap to go over. It was Evan Johnston in the first minute of the game, putting home a corner kick off the foot of Caden Reed. That is the scoring. So for 89 minutes, Heidelberg held on, and they pick up the win here today. That will wrap things up for us here from Heidelberg Stadium. So happy to have you along here on Flow Sports.